It's that holiest of holy days again, the motorcycle maintenance day. But this one's going to be extra special because I'm getting the DR ready to spend a few days on the Transamerica Trail. For those who may not have heard of it, the Transamerica Trail, or TAT, is an 80% dirt adventure motorcycling route that crosses the width of the United States, starting in western North Carolina and winding roughly northwest to its termination on the coast of Oregon. On the way, it passes through 11 U.S. states: North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, that other one, just kidding, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Idaho, and finally ending on the coast of Oregon. Now, you may see some variation on this general route because, to a degree, the Transamerica Trail is as much an idea as it is an actual trail. The goal is simply to cross the United States while hitting as much dirt, gravel, and mud as possible. There are a couple of official sources, but the original, if there is such a thing, is usually considered to be the work of an ADV Rider forum member named Sam, who sells printed maps, roll charts, and downloadable GPS routes at his website transamtrail.com. One of Sam's biggest competitors in the official sources category is GPS Kevin, whose route is roughly similar but makes a point of starting on the east coast of North Carolina for a truly coast-to-coast experience. I chose Sam's route because he spent a lot of time and energy ensuring that his trail does not contain sections that suffer frequent closures or pass through private land, which GPS Kevin's route has been accused of not taking into account. Indeed, over the course of my trip, I would come across another rider who was using GPS Kevin's maps, and he'd been forced to ignore closures and fences in order to complete the journey. Since trespassing on private land can get your bike impounded or even get you shot by a landowner, I chose not to take the risk. The DR is in pretty great shape, but I've still got a laundry list of things to do today. To start with, I'll be changing the oil and filters, installing a high-wattage headlamp. Also got a low-wattage LED headlight, or taillight, which should take some of the strain off the charging system, given that I'm installing that high-wattage headlight. I've got Kriega front and back pull straps. These will attach to the forks and the subframe and basically give me a place to lift the bike if I get stuck, which has been a problem with the DR in the past. And finally, the truly exciting thing is I finally bit the bullet and purchased a touring windscreen. Since I'm going to be putting a lot of miles on the bike in the next few days, and a fair amount of those will be highway while I get to the start of the trail, I think that this will make the whole experience a lot more comfortable, and I'm really looking forward to getting that set up. It's not terrible looking oil. Still pretty clean. This is our magnetic drain plug. What we are seeing here is pretty much what you would expect to see. Got some little metal shavings on there. They're like little hairs. But that's fine. That's normal transmission wear and tear. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Here's our old filter. There we go. And Bob's your uncle. Success! Alright, well, we've got our oil change done, and it's time to start modding up the DR, getting it ready for the Transamerica Trail. So, could start just about anywhere. I've got the windshield, the headlight, the tail light, but I think the tail light's what I've taken apart most recently, so I'm just going to start there. Should be a pretty simple job, maybe 15 minutes. I don't know. I just took this apart recently. Is there a way to do this and I just don't know it? The answer is almost always yes. These little nubs may indicate that it locks into something, so we'll try giving it a little twist. Since I'm having so much trouble, I'm going to start by pulling out these bolts underneath and taking the whole light assembly out. To tell you the truth, I'm still not quite sure what's going on. I just don't understand. Somewhere in YouTube land, somebody knows exactly what I need to do. Well, I finally bit the bullet and pulled out the climber manual. Push in and turn the bulb counterclockwise. There we go. Just had to get the right leverage on it. That's gross. Fucking mud. Just gonna give that a squirt. Ooh, gross. There we go. Looks lit up to me. Yep, it's lighting up and everything. So we're all good on the new taillight. I guess now it's probably time to tackle the headlight. Whoever put these on last time is not fucking kidding. All right. And release the bulb. There we have it. Now got our brand new high wattage bulb. We'll seat that in there and reconnect our bulb. Try the high beam. All right, looking good. Here I have our Kriega front and rear toe loops. This will help me pull the bike out of the mud from either end. Should be a pretty simple install. They're just fabric. And as you can see, they've got this nice crunchy strap to pull on. So I think what we're gonna want to do is come up through here, down through there, and then I think, for ultimate safety's sake, we're gonna try and go back through one more time. Really get the motherfucker on there. Got our front toe strap in place now. This should give us a good way to pull the bike if we run into any real trouble. Now let's try the rear one. This one's probably gonna be a little bit of a challenge because I've got an aftermarket seat which is much wider than the regular DR seat. I think the strap is optimally supposed to go above the seat, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So we'll just have to see. Just trying to get it up behind the subframe to wrap around there. And I'm doing something wrong. What I'm really trying to avoid is getting any electrical wiring wrapped up in here. We don't want to put stresses on that when we're pulling on the strap. I don't know if I can pick up this bike even with that strap, but if I get stuck in the woods, it should help someone else help me. We actually have 3 more things to do for the DR to get it ready for the trail. Gotta clean the air filter, gotta wash the bike thoroughly, and 4 things: adjust the chain and do the windshield. The windshield's gonna take some drilling, and I'm not sure yet whether I'm gonna have time to test my windshield height before I drill, so I'm just gonna save that for last. start getting the other stuff done. This filter is actually still really clean, but I don't think I'm going to have much of an opportunity to stop and do it on the trail, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it done here. I'm just going to put this back on temporarily so we don't get any water into the air filter chamber. I think I've got the DR about as clean as necessary. However, I kind of got interrupted. I've got another little dog staying with us for Thanksgiving, so that's making me kind of prioritize getting all this noxious, toxic chemical shit cleaned up, because I don't know how trustworthy of a shop dog he is. So I'm gonna work on that, and then the only thing left to do the DR is the windscreen. Oh, and adjusting the chain tension. Maybe I'll go ahead and take care of that. So let's take it up. Just one. Do the same on the other side, making sure we're at the correct indicator. There we go. I'm gonna let the bike dry off, start cleaning up, and see what I can do about the windshield. Hey Murphs. Hey buddy. Don't piss on anything, alright? It's not a good way to start. Hey! I'm so mad the camera didn't get this. We've got some birds that don't like the dogs and me working on the bikes. And I'm pretty sure one of them just took a shit on me. So I'm going to go ahead and call it off for the day, because I'm actually kind of proud of what we've already accomplished. In the last 5 or 6 hours, we've changed the oil filter, washed the air filter, adjusted the chain tension, added a new taillight, new headlight, toe straps to both ends of the bike. We've done a complete cleaning, and I'm going to save the windshield for tomorrow and go do something else right now. At any rate, I feel like it's a really good start on what's going to be a really fun trip. So I'm glad that I took the 5 or 6 hours today to kind of get all this squared away. Tomorrow I'll get the windshield on, hopefully. Maybe take it for a test ride, make sure nothing's standing out to me, and we'll go from there.